What's going on, y'all? What's going on? 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 What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for yet another live chat. Okay, we're gonna be up here for like an hour. We're definitely gonna be up here for an hour. We're not gonna be up here long. We're definitely gonna be up here for like a good hour or so tonight. Or whatever. So, I was gonna be on camera, but my damn neck is killing me. I got like a little thing around my neck and shit like that, which is why I'm only gonna be up here for an hour because not only do I have to do this live, but I also gotta do another video for Saturday. So once I get off of here, I'm going straight back into, making my graphics and getting everything ready for that particular video. Because I feel like that video is going to be a long one. So, yes, we're here for like an hour tonight. And I really wasn't gonna do this because I really didn't think, I don't really talk about the matters of, the clear. And when I say the clear, I'm talking about Caucasian people. I don't really talk about them like that. Cause y'all don't really be, tuning in for that shit, for them, for what they got going on. But, I just decided that I'll just come around and talk about it, get y'all thoughts about the situation and see what y'all think. It's like 18, 19 people up in here. It'll grow in due time. But yeah, we're gonna be in here to talk about that and all of that good stuff on this Friday night. Um yeah. So let's go ahead and get into what we're here to talk about. And that's Ricky Martin. That's what we're here to discuss. So so as you guys already know, it's been in the blogs for like the last few weeks about Ricky Martin having like this inappropriate relationship with his nephew or whatever, which I thought was very odd. Anytime I hear about these things about men, having men, women, whoever having these inappropriate ass relationships with people in their family, it's always a bit ooky to me. Like I just can't do that. Like I'd be like, what the fuck are they like? Why would you want to be with your own family? There's so many damn people out here, and you knowingly try to get with your family members. Like what type of shit? Like what type of stuff do people be on? That's how I was feeling when I first heard about it. And as the story was developing, like last week, TMZ reported that Ricky Martin was facing like 50 years in prison after the whole incest and domestic violence claims had come out and everything, all that was made against him or whatnot. So then, on the first of this month, Ricky was served with a temporary restraining order from a person who Martin allegedly dated for 7 months, but then their identity remained anonymous. So then, after that, the parties were related for 7 months. The two separated 2 years ago, but Ricky does not accept the separation. So basically, what they were saying was, they were together for a long time, for a while, but then the person that he was with decided that they didn't want to be with him no more. So they decided to break it off, but Ricky wasn't ready to end it. So then they say, Ricky calls him frequently. They were saying that the petitioner has seen him hanging around his residence on at least 3 occasions. The petitioner was fearing for his safety as the report had went on. So then Ricky's brother later identified the petitioner as being Ricky's 21-year-old nephew, Dennis Sanchez, who said he had had a sexual relationship with his uncle, which is Ricky Martin, who had become abusive after the romance ended around 8 weeks ago. So I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? So then, um, so the boy is basically the son of Ricky's half sister Vanessa. And Ricky vehemently denied the allegations via his lawyer, Marty Singer, at that time. Okay, so basically, I'm just going back, refreshing the case and coming back to where we came from the very beginning. So so basically, what the lawyer was saying was Ricky Martin has, of course, and never been and would never be involved in any kind of sexual relationship or romantic relationship with his nephew. The idea is not only untrue, but it is also disgusting. We all hope that this man gets the help that he so urgently needs. Okay. But most of all, we all look forward to this awful case being dismissed as soon as a judge gets to look at the facts. So then the allegations went to court on Thursday, but the case was dismissed after the boy dropped the claims against Ricky. So in the statement that was released after the case was thrown out, Ricky's attorneys maintained that the boy had made up the allegations because he is a troubled individual, okay? And they said, just as we anticipated, the temporary protection order was not extended by the court. And then, Ricky Martin had posted all of this stuff, all these documents and shit, and that was all in, Spanish, and I can't read that shit. And so the accuser confirmed to the court that his decision to dismiss the matter was his alone without any outside influence or pressure, and the accuser confirmed that he was satisfied with his legal representation in the matter as it went on. And then also what was said was the request came from the accuser asking to dismiss the case. This was never anything more than a troubled individual making false allegations with absolutely nothing to substantiate them. We are glad that our client sought justice and can now move forward with his career. And of course, like I said, he posted a screenshot. Ricky Martin posted a screenshot to the statement to his Instagram page alongside the caption, which was saying, truth prevails. Okay. His legal team had told the Daily Mail that the nephew was struggling with some deep mental health challenges. And Ricky also broke his silence on the case with legal obligations, previously leaving him unable to speak publicly about the allegations. So, in a video that was published by TMZ, Martin said that he needed to talk so that he could start his own healing process. So, let's see. Let me see if I could get that video from TMZ. Let's see. Because I want everything to be, known and said and all that other stuff. So when y'all come up here to talk about it, we could all have a dialogue about it. And plus, I'm trying to get through this shit as fast as I can. So we can make it an hour. Okay, so here is the video from TMZ that Ricky Martin was talking about the case at hand. Let me turn this shit down first because I'm pretty sure that there's an ad in it. So yes, there is an ad in it, y'all. Shout out to the 30 people that's in the chat. So hold on one second, okay? There is the ad, and here we go. Here we go, y'all.
Today because I really need to talk in order for me to start my healing process. For 2 weeks, I was not allowed to defend myself because I was following a procedure where the law, the law obligated me not to talk until I was in front of a judge. And got this claims were proven to be false, but I'm going to tell you the truth. It has been so painful. It has been devastating for me, for my family, for my friends. I don't wish this upon anybody. To the person that was claiming this nonsense, I wish him the best. And I wish he finds the help so he can start a new life filled with love and truth and joy, and he doesn't hurt anybody else. Now, my priority is to heal. And how do I heal? With music. I cannot wait to be back on stage. I cannot wait to be back in front of the cameras and entertain, which is what I do best. Thank you to all my friends. Thank you to all the fans who always believed in me. You have no idea the strength that you gave me with every comment you wrote on social media. I wish you love and light, and here we come with the same strength and passion. God bless you all.
All right, so that was the TMZ video of Ricky Martin basically giving his first public statement in regards to the allegations that was made against him in regards to his nephew. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving out anything. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let me make sure. I think that's it. That's everything right there. Okay, so here's what I gotta say about this, y'all. It's weird. It's outrageous. And it's kind of like, girl, like what in the hell? Like what in the world did that where in the hell did that come from? And why would he ever make something like that up anyway? And then that's your uncle and you doing that. And honestly, he's 21 years old. They're saying that he got mental issues, and like someone in the chat was saying that he got this same thing going on with some other folks. So it makes it difficult to believe, I guess, in a sense. Like I felt bad for Ricky Martin, because when these type of allegations are placed against you, you know what I'm saying, people don't take kindly to that at all. And as they shouldn't take kindly to it. Let's be clear, but I just think that is crazy. And even though like the allegations have been dropped, even though there wasn't any proof that that ever happened, people probably still are gonna look at Ricky Martin a certain type of way. Like people probably are still gonna look at him crazy. They're gonna think that he on that bullshit. And I feel like his career, just like someone in my chat said, probably would never rebound from this situation. Because do your career really ever rebounds from it? Let's see. You would think that it would rebound because he's a white man. Because normally they sit there and they allow certain things like that to happen. Thank you, Wayne. I definitely appreciate you coming in. But he's gay. And a lot of the times when shit like that happens, they don't have no mercy on us at all. They do not have no mercy on us. So I don't know. And this came out of the blue and it went away so fast. But then when you put shit out there like that, and even if it is a lie, some people will still believe the shit anyway. Like some people will still sit there, eat that shit up, still try to perpetuate the lies and the rumors and shit like that. So, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh no, he's not white. I'm sorry, he's Latin. My bad. His career will possibly rebound, but with shit like this, the straight letter. Yes, Prophet. Yes, that's the same thing that I was thinking. He has a possibility to have his career be rebounded, but there's a possibility that it won't be rebounded because of this situation. Because like I said, even though the shit has been put out there as untruth and it was like negative, somebody just made that stuff up, some people would still sit there and eat it up and believe the shit regardless. So, and I think that's very unfortunate because sometimes people are willing to believe the lies instead of believing, the actual truth of the matter. And I really do hate that for him. You know what I'm saying? I hate that for him, honestly. And you know, at this point, all of us really don't have anything to say, but we don't know what happened. We wasn't there because none of us were there. We don't know what's true and what's not. But just like Janae said in the chat, he will always be looked at with the side eye because people don't play no games when it comes down to shit like this. Like, not only was it an inappropriate relationship, but it's your own damn nephew. And people look at shit like that. Like people look at you like you crazy when stuff like that happens. And that's pretty unfortunate. Honestly, it is unfortunate. I'm sorry, but it is unfortunate. But yeah, who knows? But I'm about to drop the link for some of y'all and see what y'all got to say about it, because this is one of those live chats where we all come together and we have like a conversation. So I'm gonna drop the chat thing up in here. I'm trying not to have too many people up here at one time. I just want to have like 5 or 6 at a time, because it'd be hard when like all 10 people be up here and then people be trying to log in, be trying to come in and shit like this. So I'm gonna do better with rotating the people that comes up. So what I'm gonna do is I just dropped the link. And I want you guys to come up and just give your thoughts, your opinions. You don't have to show your face because I'm not showing mine. I got this damn cast around my neck. So I'm I'm not showing mine. But yeah, so you can come on up here and we can talk. Right now, I see somebody already ready. Miss Janae, I'm about to bring you up in just a second. Let me get this off of here, and let me see how I'm gonna do this. And there it is. All right, Miss Janae, what's going on? How you doing on this Friday night?
It's I'm stressed, Scotty. It's way too much going on.
Most definitely it is.
Okay. I just feel like honestly at this point, ever since this Amber Heard situation, even before, these allegations are crazy. Like right now, supposedly there's an allegation against Snoop Dogg and Bishop Don Magic Wine.
Uh-huh. I reported on that.
Like it's crazy. Here's my thing with Ricky Martin. I do find it strange that his life has been quiet all this time and now all of a sudden here come these allegations. But I find it strange that when these allegations came out, these alleged allegations
Mm-hmm.
came out, the first thing they did was shred this man's mental credibility.
Mm.
Now, we all know folks be doing a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be doing in Hollywood. We not going to pretend that that's not what be happening behind closed doors.
That's
Cuz
true.
look at the situation with Woody Allen. He was sleeping with his whole adopted daughter and touching on his other kids. There's a whole documentary about it on HBO Max, I promise.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't know if it's true or if it's not true, but I know first of all being gay and then being Latin too, mm, he's already got strikes against him for that cuz my husband, he's Mexican, and he's telling me he's like most men if they are gay and they're Latin, they stay in the closet, they don't come out.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that he came out, which we've been waiting for cuz we already knew, okay? I mean, we're not going to do that. I mean, come on now. He was running around with pleather pants with
Oh my
highlights
God.
talking about shake your bonbon. Come on now. He was not straight. Stop it. Don't play with our intelligence. We knew he was not straight, okay? And furthermore, like, okay, if you did do this to this young man, okay, you know what they say. God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of pretty. So if you did do this to this young man, secrets don't stay secret. Ask Harvey Weinstein.
Mm.
They about to do a whole movie on him and it's about to drop in November.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, Scotty, there's previews on YouTube about his the movie. How he called the New York Times trying to figure out who was telling on him and who was dropping dimes and snitching on him.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Oh, child, it's deep.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that. Stay right there, Janae.
Hmm.
Amy J, you're up. I want to hear what you have to say as well.
I don't think he did it, but that's just my thoughts. I don't believe because the news, everyone quick to just believe it.
That's true.
And I don't know. I just don't think he did it. But if he did do it, like you said, anything comes from dark will come to the light. But for right now, I just look at it like it could be like a family member trying to extort him for money. Because family members do that when you have a
You,
rich family member. It's
you
it's a lot of possibilities. It's never been like something I'll just jump on because it's such a serious allegation.
it is.
I would like to hear the facts. So the fact that it never made it to the courtroom, we'll never know. But if something like that happens, usually, one person says the person did it, usually a floodgate of people come out. Right? Usually when it's like somewhat true, like one person comes out, then everyone starts saying, well, he did it to me, he did it to me. It kind of went like an open book, closed book real quick. So I don't know, but I'm not quick to just like jump on the bandwagon. I usually want to wait.
Yeah, I thought that was strange too, Amy, that you brought that. Now that you brought that up too, like it was kind of like, okay, the man put the allegations out there, and then all of a sudden, well, we're not going to court, and he's retracting his statement, and it's like, okay,
Yeah, I want to see what I want to see the whole process because I think one of the things I've learned from the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, you just
oh
never
girl,
know. You never know. Not when all the details are put out there. We just get one side and we just want to protect the victim. But sometimes people play in that they play in dirty water. Sometimes they will play a victim just to get what they want. So I don't know. It's like
because
I'm now like more cautious. Like I need to hear everything, and if I can't hear everything, I can't make a judgment.
right, because Amber Heard's still going, she still ain't learned.
I don't know that situation. I'm glad he got his job back. That's all because it seemed like that whole situation was sketchy.
Okay, so Do you guys think that, because I've seen this in the chat a couple of times already? Do you guys think that this could have been? And I think Amy J actually said this. I hope I'm not repeating myself, but if I am, oh well, hell. Y'all think it's like an extortion type of thing? Like you think that this young man is trying to
Anything is
extort
possible.
his uncle for some money or something like that? But
Well,
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like
I
anything
don't.
is possible. That's how I look at it.
I wouldn't put it past it, Scotty, because you know how it is, especially with us folks of color. When we start making money, everybody starts speaking French like we need this and we need that and we. So like it's like okay, because allegedly, because my husband was watching it on Telemundo, and he was translating it to me because they were going too fast. I couldn't catch it. But what he did get from that was that supposedly the nephew wrote him a letter asking him supposedly for a car, and he said no. Ricky said no, and then that's supposedly, I guess, because when the allegations was. But my thing is this: were you taking care of him all this time, or were you giving him money to keep him quiet?
Mm.
Mm. You just those situations you just don't know. It could be a situation like you said, he's paying them for something, and now you tell me no, I'm a snitch. But my thing is, if he's extorting you, you can get that person locked up too because you can't blackmail people. So I don't know. It just seems real sketchy. That's all I'm gonna say. All of it seems sketchy.
Okay, you guys stay right there. We got Jeremy Speaks TV in the building. One of my brand new favorites in this biatch. Okay. Did I tell Janae not to take her ass nowhere? I told her to stay her ass up here. Now, why did she leave? But child, she'll be back. Oh, I just said she'll be back. There she go, right there.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, Janae just told your ass not to go no damn way, and you left
I could,
anyway.
yeah,
Like
I couldn't hear you. My bad. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear
what?
you.
But
Oh my God.
Jeremy, I want to hear your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this whole Ricky Martin case?
I thought it was very odd. I was like, out of all the lies you want to tell on your uncle, you want to say that your uncle tried to sleep with you?
Mm.
I was like, how would you I was like, how do you even go how will you even have a family reunion after that?
Oh
Right.
my God.
Sitting
Like
at the
how
Christmas dinner table, just looking at each other.
right.
Like I'm saying, like you are were ready to destroy your whole family to just to be petty. Like, and these are some serious accusations. You're basically and not he didn't say he got, in like end. He's saying that they had a,
A
an
relation.
intimate
Yeah.
relationship. So not only are you also is this your coming out story? Like, why would you say that you slept with your uncle willingly?
That
And
your uncle that's worth
That part.
That's
like
the
I'm
part
just
that
like I'm
you
still confused. Like by all the lies, I was like, you couldn't think of anything else? Is it just because it's like it sounds believable because he's LGBT. You feel that like you could get that over on him. Like if I say that he tried to touch me, it's like that's definitely gonna
everybody
work.
go believe it. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he don't look 21 to me. That nephew gives me a strong 45.
He said a strong
Ooh.
55.
Not a strong 45.
I was like, I didn't know which one of them was a nephew. I thought Ricky was a nephew for a minute.
Oh
I was like,
my God.
I didn't
I was
see
like, the
the
nephew look
picture.
old.
How did Nephew look? I didn't see the nephew picture. I seen his husband.
The
My,
nephew looked like a grown man. Well, he is a
Do.
grown man.
He do.
how old is he? 16?
21,
Oh, 21.
but he looked 42.
Oh, oop.
Mm.
Uh, the
But
shade starts early. Before I ask my next question, because I see Wayne is up here, what are your thoughts on this case? And welcome to the chat, first of all.
Thank you.
So, what's your thoughts?
Wait, he's talking.
Wayne, what's your
Oh,
thoughts?
you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking to you.
My bad, my bad, my bad. I feel about the the case and everything. It's just that it went so fast. Like you heard about it for a week, then the
Mm-hmm.
next week it's already done. So I think it's like they're trying to brush everything under the rug, and maybe that he did something to him, or maybe he did not. But I think he did, and they try to brush it under the rug now, and he paid him off.
Mm.
So you think it was a payoff involved in
I
this?
did. I do. I do. That
Mm.
happens a lot too in the Latino families.
It does.
How do y'all know that?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Like, is that like a Googleable thing?
No, it just that happens.
But
What
I'm saying, like,
happened?
how?
Their family all
Like
got to
where?
molest
If
them?
you look at how African Americans are born and raised, that a lot of stuff is pushed under the rug. Latinos do the same thing too.
They do.
I mean, I can like. I mean, I'm not a really big fan of anecdotal evidence. I really want something I could go search up because I feel like these are some really big accusations, like incestuous activities. You know,
Exactly. That's what I'm
now I
saying.
know it
That's why they
definitely
try to
happens
brush
in
it
our
off the rug
community.
quick.
My
Well,
thing is, I want to hear from the nephew, even if he is struggling with mental health. I want to hear him say, "I lied." I want to hear him in his
right.
manner.
Who gonna like?
We hear the story and then it goes away. We never seen this fool. I
Right,
want to
right.
hear
Amy,
him
who would
talk.
admit that though? Who would be like, "Oh yeah, I lied about sleeping with my uncle. Sorry." Like
Yeah,
who
but
would
just
say?
tell us why you lied. I want to hear. I want to hear you speak. You made a lie. You need to be. You need to be spoken to. We need to see
And
you.
also, it's a bold statement to say that in front of all these people and
And
all
then
his
you just
fans
go
too.
away. No, I want to hear you. I want to see you. What's going on?
Right.
I
Like,
feel
why would you
I,
do that? What do you suffer from? What is the problem? If you have mental illness, what is it? Like, you just can't just do something like that then run off. What? That's
but
Right.
weird.
And
also
I think Ricky knew that. That's why he brushed it under the rug. Like, okay, let me get my nephew what he needs so I can brush it under the rug because I still have a career. And that's why he did what he did. That's what I'm saying. The Latino um family, they will brush it under the rug like it's nothing.
But do you think that, and I'm asking all four of you this. Okay, so let's just say it was a money thing involved. Do you think that even if he did give him the money, does that still mean that he did it, or could it be a possibility that he really didn't do anything with him? He just gave him the money so he could just shut the hell up about the situation.
I'm not about to give nobody no money if I didn't do anything.
Okay.
No. Now I see
Yeah,
they
I'm
said we
not.
got him in treatment and we're getting him some help. They didn't say that. They just said he ain't do it.
Right, 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 exactly.
Because
um
because at the,
Confused.
because at that point when you give him the money, like if you stop giving him the money, will he then again say, "No, he ended up touching me again, y'all"? Like, how does that
So
work?
who
You
I have
know
to
who did that? Raspy. One
agree
day
with
he
that. It's
says
kind of
the
like
guy raped him, and then he said no, he didn't. Then he said
Nah,
yes, he did.
I
It's
definitely believe. No, it's a little bit different when it comes to Raz B.
I
I
definitely
believe
believe
Raz
that.
B in totality.
Yeah, I
I
believe that
definitely
too with
believe
Rashid,
Raz
yeah.
I
B.
believe that
why
now.
he always
I
retracts
believe
his statements.
That's because not only does he struggle with his mental health, but he also like you have to understand like they like well Raz B is quote unquote straight. So you have to understand the fragility of the hyper masculine ego.
I,
Like they don't want to make themselves seem less like a man to admit that another man has taken advantage of them because it's different.
I
They don't
agree
want
with you, but that's the thing is that's why I want to see the person because with Raspy, and you could tell he was being coached to say it, like he was reading off a script. So people was like, nah, it seems like he's under hostage. They did this to him,
Hmm.
but now they making him say something else. That's why I'm like, I want to
Right.
see this boy so he can say what he can say, so we can all read it differently. Like, and maybe this person is lying just to survive, and
Right.
they just holding him to it. We haven't heard anything.
Hmm.
Glady, I didn't hear your question before. It was going in and out. What was your question?
Oh, I was basically saying, just piggybacking off of what Wayne said, I was saying, let's say that it was a money thing, and let's just say he did give him the money, but does that really mean that he did it, or did he just give him the money so it can just go away and he don't have to deal with it? Is that
Well,
possible?
that is possible. A lot of people pay people to go away.
like who?
Well, Kelly Clarkson for one, she paid her husband so they can get a divorce.
I mean, but this is a nephew. Like it's not like he gonna get alimony.
I,
No,
wait,
no.
wait, 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 wait. I want to see. Okay, Jeremy, let me ask you this. in many cases like this, when people give people money, do you think, because I know for me, I think that, do you think that when people give money to folks in cases like this, that shows a sign of guilt when they give them
Yeah.
money? Okay.
I believe that because in my opinion, I believe if I have the undisputed truth, there's no reason I need to give you anything. I mean, like at this point, we're in a phase where we could definitely take things to court. We can definitely put all the evidence out, and if there's nothing to find on me, then there's nothing to find. I don't need to pay you to go away. Plus, you already put it out there, so the damage is already done. It's not like the companies who like, got rid of him is going to be like, oh, never mind, come back. No, it's not going to happen like that. So the damage is already done. I'm not giving you anything.
And also how it happened so fast though. That's the thing. It's to happen so quick.
It did happen fast though, because it's
It
like
did. Yeah.
it came out and it went away. Like
It's
I
like
wish COVID could go away like that, but
I,
it came and it went just like that.
In my opinion, I feel like that's because after the nephew probably learned that they were going to be questioning him and he was going to have to give more accounts and more details, he did not have that available, and he recanted the statement because he probably knew it was not true.
Someone in the chat says Ricky should sue for defamation. Do you guys agree with that?
What is he gonna
No.
get? This boy ain't got no
He's
money.
not gonna do it. He's
Great.
not gonna do it. He's not
why
gonna
wa-
do it. He's gonna
why
get away.
why waste the money in court and why drag
Right.
somebody
He's not gonna do it.
already broken? You know that he's broken and he needs help. So
Okay, so I got another question for y'all. Even though this case has been dropped pretty much, do you guys think that this would do anything to tarnish Ricky's career, or do you guys think he has a chance to rebound from this whole situation? Because sometimes when you have allegations like this against you, even if it comes out to not be true, it still somewhat is a stain on you, even when it ain't true, because
that's
people will still run with it. So, what
Mhm.
y'all think about that?
I have to agree with you there, Scotty, because in some ways it could be good, it could be bad. People can people probably gonna look at you funny. People gonna be wondering what you be doing. You know, people are probably gonna watch you closely, more closely now than they did before, because of these allegations have come to the full front. I personally, and it's just my opinion on it, I do think that they're going to forever give him the side eye now because of
Mm-hmm.
what was said. Like, it's a very big stigma in the Latin community. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to abuse. A lot of them are touched on by relatives and they don't say anything. They're quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like what happens in this house stays in this house kind of mentality. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So the fact that this young man went public with this, I don't know, Scotty.
I don't think it will though.
As
Because he's
long.
not out there. He's not out there like that in the pop culture like that.
Mhm.
He can still do shows and can still do side shows or whatever. But I think that it will get a side eye, like, okay, well, this happened so fast. But I think that he still would get, jobs and everything else.
I
Like
mean,
somebody said earlier, like what was it, Woody
Woody
yeah,
Harrison,
Allen.
Willie Allen.
Woody Allen, yeah, he still got jobs, even though
To
he
this
he
day,
married his he married his what his
His
adopt,
adopted daughter.
he married his
adopted
adopted
daughter
daughter.
and still got jobs.
But
Hmm.
that's kind of different. When
Yeah,
they
that
are
is
part of
different.
that caucasity.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
Thank you,
understand that
Jeremy.
too. I
Thank you,
understand
Jeremy.
that too.
You better say
You better say
that.
that, Jeremy, because it's two different worlds. It's theirs and
Yeah,
ours, and they can do things that we
Like,
can't do.
this is what I believe will happen. I believe for the time being, he's gonna lose a lot of deals. I believe for the
Yep,
time
I
being.
think they're gonna pull bookings and stuff like that because they're gonna be like they don't want to be associated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still fresh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I also think that, he will lose deals now. So I definitely think this is gonna, like, be a stain on his brand. But I do believe if he lays low in the subsequent 2 to 3 years, he'll be
He'll
able to
bounce back.
rebound. Okay. I'm sorry, like I didn't want to, interrupt you. I feel like I was interrupting. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But I was saying that he will definitely rebound. I don't feel that there's gonna be any type of, permanent, tarnishment unless there was like official evidence, kind of like Michael Jackson. He was accused of, messing, with the white chilling, and he ended up rebounding back from that. Even R. Kelly, it just takes some time.
Oh
That
my
R.
God.
Kelly
Okay.
stuff is a
That's what I was gonna say. He'll be fine as long as it's never another allegation ever comes out again. Because in these situations, people will forgive you, but if it comes back 10 years later, somebody comes out and says Ricky Martin touched me, we're gonna go back to remember the nephew said, and then everyone's gonna be like, it must have been
And
true.
then nobody
So
believes
he's in a
him.
situation he cannot have any more public fodder on anything negative. Because anything
Correct, Amy.
he steals from
Correct.
somebody, or if he do something inappropriate, like ripping his clothes off, if he get caught with cheating on his husband, they're gonna bring back. Remember, he was messing with his nephew.
Exactly.
mhm.
But at this point, he really cannot have any more stuff in the news.
Yeah, this
Because
is
I
his
know,
first
because I know if
allegation.
I was beefing, I'd definitely throw that in an argument.
Uh,
That's why your nephew said you was touching them.
I should have believed your nephew.
I have to
like,
agree with
like,
you, Amy.
like, as
He
far
can't
as
even
the
cross the
family
street wrong.
goes,
Oop, go ahead, Jeremy.
I was saying, as far as the family goes, like, he's definitely gonna be tarnished. Like, he's definitely gonna be that uncle that everybody's gonna be holding their children like really close by when he comes around. Like, because
But you never know. You
they're
never
gonna be
know.
nervous.
But we
He's
never
gonna be
heard
that
from.
uncle.
But we never heard from the nephew to know that's going to happen though. They probably know he's a troubled kid, or maybe he just like, well, I just try to get some money from my uncle, and that's what happened. And they're gonna look at him differently, not Ricky.
It could go either way.
Right.
Cause that like they can look at the boy different for lying, but then they can also look at Ricky differently because the boy actually said it and it was public and stuff like that. Cause it's weird at best. That's the most I could say about it. It's weird at best because he could
And
get side eyes all across the
and,
board.
and with Latino family, they're close knit anyway. So I think that the family probably got into it, and that's why it went so quick. Like let this go off and let it be, and just settle it. That's what I think.
Prophet Misfit '09 says, "Child, if I was him, my family will not be seeing or hearing from me for a good old 5 or 6 years because y'all raised a little shit that nearly ruined my life. Bye."
Oh
Exactly.
my
I'm trying to tell you, like, I will pull the funding from all of the family. I like everybody would be broke messing with me.
You said he gonna pull all the funding.
Like anybody who mortgages need to get paid, don't expect me to pay it. Anybody who rent needs to get paid, don't. Anybody who need light bill payments, hospital bill payments, you better go to the nephew.
Because
All I can say is,
everybody getting cut off. Everybody.
Absolutely.
all I can say is like Ricky Martin better not mess with any young men because it's
Right.
gonna go back to he got a taste for young boys because it's just that it's always gonna be looming over him. So if I was him, like you said, stay away from the family and stay out the kiddie pool. Because some people when they get older they like dating younger men. Oh no. Mm-mm.
But this
Yeah.
happened a long time ago with Boy George. Remember Boy George?
Oh Lord.
Oh
That
Lord
happened to
Jesus.
him too, messing with little boys,
But
allegedly.
the thing is that the nephew ain't no little boy. The nephew's a grown man.
But it's still the
It's still that it's a family.
it's
But I'm
Yeah.
but I'm
insinuating
saying,
something
like, it's the difference
wrong.
between like doing the P word.
Oh, got you, got you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people still don't like seeing older people with younger people, and people will
Right.
just make it pedophilia
And
even when it's not.
I mean, I don't know, because if that's the case, then we should be upset with majority of the male rappers that are out here dating these girls half their age. I don't really
Who?
think
Mm.
that's a thing,
Who?
huh?
Who's
For
dating who?
example, let's like Jay-Z, P Diddy,
Ooh.
Rick
What?
Yeah, he's
Ross,
dating a 20 or
Kanye
19-year-old girl,
West.
Didn't Tiger date Kylie when she was a
Oh
and
yeah,
teenager?
she went
Yep,
off
kind
on
people
him.
did
like
not like
Tiger.
that. People did not like that, and
They didn't
Carisha
like
is
that at all.
29.
But
So
was
she's not
but
gonna
did
go
but did Tiger just not get a top 10 hit 2 years ago?
Up.
Oh, he's still
So
nasty.
they
I
must have
don't like
like they
people like
must not
that.
had too much of a problem with it.
I
Rack
don't
City
like.
chick, Rack
I don't
City.
agree with that. I don't like.
It's just like it's just the same thing with R. Kelly. They seen it, but we didn't say anything about it. We're like, oh well, he did that, but we look over that.
And
Yeah,
he
That's
beat
the
on
thing.
her.
that's the thing that really bothers me with topics like this. It's like, especially with the R. Kelly thing, because they see this, like they saw the damn. Well, I never looked at the tape,
Right.
never wanted to, but they saw the tape. They saw that it was him on that tape. They know that he married Aaliyah, and yet and still, they
Hmm.
still find any way to basically make it seem like everybody else is wrong, but he's right, or they try to find a way to justify where the parents need to be locked up then. If the parents need to be locked up then, they probably do need to be locked up. But at the same point in
Mhm.
time, R. Kelly should have enough sense to know that he shouldn't be touching it,
And can I say,
regardless of what anybody else wants.
Same thing with Dame Dash and Jay Z. They dated the same person. They dated Aaliyah too
Oh
when she
yeah.
was 16,
Mhm.
17.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. Did Dame Dash date her when she was 17, or is
Yes.
that like
I think she was
Yeah.
is that a
21 when she got with
is
No,
that an
Dame
I don't
Dash.
think
allegedly?
I don't think he dated her when she was 17. I think he dated her because he just had started dating her right before she passed, and she was like 22 then, so she wasn't a
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
teenager
they
when
were
he
dating
dated her.
for about a year, so
and
he
he was
But
like,
started
and
that
I
got
believe
mad.
he was like close
21.
to her age at that point,
But
right?
see,
Wasn't he like 25, 26?
No,
But
Dame Dash.
Dame Dash got mad at Jay Z because
Aaliyah liked older men, but it still doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
It don't make it make.
yeah,
It doesn't
it
make it
don't make
right.
it right.
Yeah, I think they did say Jay-Z was trying to get with Aaliyah first, but Dame came in and, you know, I never
Aaliyah
understood.
she dated Jay Z. She dumped Jay Z to get with Dame Dash,
Oh,
Oh,
and that's
Exactly.
why they got into it. They didn't
it's
like.
a lot
Hmm.
of different stories that go on around about that because I remember being like 12, and she did an interview with Vibe. That was right before she passed. That summer she passed, and she was all over the place during
Hmm.
that time. And they were saying how she was linked to Jay-Z, and at that time she was dating Dame. And then after she passed, there was a lot of different backstories about it. Like they were
She
saying how she
dated.
dated Jay-Z, and then she went to Dame. I'm like,
I
okay.
heard she rumored she dated Genuine, she dated Dame, she dated Jay Z, she dated R. Kelly, and she would not all of it. She was underage. She wasn't supposed to be doing that, but
Right.
people kind of validated it because she dated older men. But it still don't make it right. It
But
don't.
they said that Jay Z left Aaliyah dating Aaliyah to get to Beyonce, and Beyonce was like what in Destiny Child, like 17.
Yeah, Destiny. They said she got with him when she was 19, but
I don't
that's
believe
kind of
that.
No,
questionable.
because she did have that, but she did have a boyfriend at that time, a high school sweetheart that she was dating,
No,
and yeah, she did. Before Jay Z, she had a dude that she was dating, and she said that they had broke up when she was around 17 at 18 years old.
I
she
think
dated
that was a
Michael
prop.
Houston at that age.
Huh?
That guy, she was
I
in
think that was a prop by
That
boy.
wasn't a
having
problem. That man literally, I believe he just did a magazine interview, a few years ago, basically talking about like, how I lost Beyonce.
Oh,
Oh,
But
oh
she
wow.
didn't.
not a memoir, child.
The
Ooh.
But
guy
I
who
just
killed
got
his
like,
mom did.
I just want Leah mama to come outside. We got questions.
She ain't never coming outside.
Aaliyah Mother
I
has never wanted to talk
I think
about any of that stuff because
I
she didn't
think
want
at
to
this
tarnish her
point
daughter's
she just
legacy, and I get it because Aaliyah was so much more than just being used by R.
oh,
Kelly. She had a
I
whole
agree.
music career.
she did.
But at the same time, there's a lot of questions, and what better way to, honor your daughter by speaking her truth for her?
Exactly.
Like,
Because it turns into why you did this, y'all allowed this, you're bad parents. There's a reason why she don't want to talk about it.
But
Aaliyah's family are
then,
weirdos.
but then again, though, like when the Survivor and R. Kelly thing first started, and Javante Cunningham came out and said that she witnessed a sexual act with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. She was the first to come out and say that's a lie. She never seen that girl before. All this other stuff. So if you're gonna come out to say somebody lying, then come out and tell the truth. Then what's the exact truth? If you're gonna sit up here and say somebody lying, which I don't believe that girl was lying, what
Mhm.
really happened?
I don't know that she don't want
Because
to
it's
talk
a
about
lot of
it.
different stories going around. Like they say that R. Kelly was messing with her and Aaliyah and her damn mama. Like it's
Maybe
it's
that's
That's
why
so
what
she
I
many
heard
didn't
different
want to
too.
things
say it.
I heard that
going
one.
around. I don't know how true that is, but
Mhm.
You know.
Maybe that's why she didn't want to, because it opens up a turn door box she ain't trying to deal with. I don't know.
That whole Hart and family are very full of weirdos. From the uncle to the
Yeah, I
brother
was
to
gonna say
the
the
mom.
uncle. I was gonna say the
Like
uncle.
all of
I
them are
was.
very odd creatures. Like I don't like they move
That whole dynamic.
weirdly. Like their social media like is weird, very odd. Like I don't know. They give me like the Jacksons.
Oof.
Oh.
Well, you know they weird. Oh, for real though, cause even with let's see, what was I trying to say here? Even her uncle, he married your niece when she was 15 and you still worked with him.
What?
Mm.
How does that happen? R. Kelly married your niece at 15 and you still kept managing R. Kelly
You know why that stuff
years
happens?
after that
Let me tell you why that stuff
because of the
happens.
money.
No, it's not that, because I remember I was in high school and I was in my 12th grade year and I had a teacher try to get with me. And it was real gross. I was like, ew, or whatever. He wound up calling me when I was my 21st birthday. This teacher asking me to go out with him. I was like, ew. Once again, so I called the school and snitched on this man. Like, this man is trying to get with girls through his job. And they told me they had fired him. And then I asked my girlfriend about the teacher, and they told me that he got a girl pregnant in our school. And the only reason why he didn't get in trouble, you know why? Because my school was a teen mom school. And it was a girl he got pregnant that had two kids already. So it's almost as if
Wow.
you have a
Oh,
yeah. So if you
Wow.
have if you're a young girl that has been sexually abused, you got kids, all the rest of the stuff. People just do not fight for you. They don't care,
mm-mm.
and that's why that man's still walking around to this day.
Oh wow,
So
that's something else right there.
yeah, because we had teen moms in our school, so depending on how the girl was raised, and people said, "Oh, you grown, you can deal with it." They don't care about you. That's why I said, like with our Leah's situation, because she dated older men. Not that it was right. People just didn't want to protect her. That's where I look at it.
Right. That's
I just don't understand, in my opinion, because I be trying to put myself in the mindset of somebody who would even want to do that. I don't know. Like when I date men, I want them to be of age. I want them to be mature. I want everything to be mature. I want everything to be full grown. I don't understand why these men are chasing these women in their adolescence.
That's what I'm saying. I
right.
can't even have a
But people
conversation
don't
Exactly.
with a
care when they
teenager.
It's
find
called
out.
the grooming culture. It's all about grooming.
Yeah.
They want to groom them.
It's just like once they find out you are sexually active as a teenage girl, and I say this, contested this as a young woman, those boys don't care. They look at it like you already having sex, so what's the big deal? You sleeping with an older man,
But
Right.
and
I'm talking about like all the older women who are like who want some D. Why not go to them?
because they know what
Right.
they're doing, they using these young girls because young girls are not going to require enough. She's not going to ask you what your credit score is, or are we getting
Nope.
married? Do you have? They just going to be happy to go to McDonald's and get a free outfit. So
Okay.
that's
Right.
So
that's
like so wait.
that's the
Right.
reality of it, and that's why they do it.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me that the reason that they're doing this is because they don't want people to ask them about their credit score, but they willing to go to prison for 25 to 50.
No, because a lot of times those girls are so they so their minds are wrapped up in, oh, I'm dating this older man, and a man can make them feel like they grown, even though they know because they groom them. They know these girls
Right.
ain't grown, but the
You're
girl
right.
won't even
You're
feel
right.
that something until somebody steps in and tells them this man is taking advantage of you. You are not
Right.
of age to make these decisions. So yeah, they will. They take advantage of those girls because those girls don't demand a lot. Them girls ain't asking
Wow.
for all that
Right.
stuff.
I have a cousin. When I first moved to Atlanta, he was 25. His girlfriend was 15.
Mm.
Oh no.
Ugh.
15. So I asked him, I was like, why the hell did you get with her? Where I went by the school, I had dropped my kids off school.
Lord.
Met her, right? They got together, and when I met her, I'm like, why are you with my cousin? He's older than you. Well, because he got a house, he got a car, and this is all that. I'm like, but you have a life still. He's a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked my cousin, like, why the hell are you with her? To manipulate her, to dominate her, make her who what
Boosting his ego.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Did
And
any of y'all
then
call the police?
No, because I just
Mm.
first moved down here from Atlanta. I'm from New York, so I first moved down here from Atlanta and seen that, right? And then when I seen that, I'm like, oh my god, you disgusting. I don't deal with him no more. After that, I don't deal with him no more. So after that, my aunt told me they got married, they got kids together now.
Poor child.
I'm like, your life, your childhood was done. He
But see, here's my thing. Even if a teenager is hitting on an older man, because I'm gonna be honest, like people don't really be knowing that I'm really 33 years old because of how I look.
I
So
swear I
people,
Mhm.
didn't.
yeah. So people really
I
don't
didn't know
be
that either.
see what I'm saying. See, people really don't be knowing I'm actually 33
Black don't
years
crack,
old.
I thought you
Scotty.
was 22.
No, 33 all the way. And this I remember some guy reached out to me over, slid in my DMs trying to holler, and I asked how old they were because they looked rather young. And when they asked,
Mhm.
when they told me, they were like, "Oh, I'm 16." I said, "Oh no, it's nothing we can do together. I'm 32." At the time, I was 32. I said, "I'm 32. You 16. Stay out my DMs," and got blocked. No.
See, that's
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying. You know what to do when you get that because your mindset, like, okay, this is a child. You're a
Right,
predator.
like, no.
If you're doing that, you're a predator. Like you still have that mindset, like, okay, I still want to accomplish this. Still want to be with this person. No, if you know this person is
Mm-mm.
16 or 15 years old, bye.
What I really wanted to say was, do you have an uncle my age? Because we could talk about that, but, there's nothing that we could talk about
I'm
with you
gonna tell you,
doing.
when I was in high school, after school, it used to be men lined up in their
Yep.
cars waiting for
Yep.
the girls
Right.
to come out to get
Yep.
with them. All of them was past 25
Facts.
on a regular.
Right.
How you
How old are
doing?
y'all?
We're in high school.
I'm saying like how old are y'all currently? Like what era was this in?
This is in the 90s and stuff, but they
Right.
Oh,
still
I
The
was
dress
about to say
nineties
it's
was
crazy,
the
the
same.
like
nineties
because I
look,
was
the
like I
nineties was
graduated in
popping.
2013. I definitely didn't see that.
The
No,
nineties
Mm.
was
because when I
popping.
was younger, that was normal. Men would be
Nineties was
lined up
popping.
in their
True.
cars waiting for the teenage girls to come out of school. And they be like,
Yep.
"Hey girl, how you doing? You want me to
Especially if you lived
pay
on an
your
army
bills?
base.
You want me to take care of you? These little boys ain't got what I got." And the girls
Drug
who
dealers. You had the drug dealers. You had the varsity college guys coming to the
yes,
high school, coming to get the girls for lunch. You didn't have no car.
We had soldiers, and then we had drug dealers and other stuff. Like it
Yeah.
like especially if you lived on post, it was
Hello.
Ooh, what happened?
bad. But
You had went out for a second. We missed a lot of what you said, child.
huh? Can you hear me now, Scotty?
Just a
Still coming
little bit.
in.
It's still kind of breaking up, but we hear you a little bit better though.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is it better?
You popping like popcorn.
Yeah, it's popping. You may need to go out and come back in real fast because I'm about to end it in a minute. So you may need to go out and come back in real fast.
Wow, like y'all, child, this is
no,
crazy.
that's what I
But you
said.
But
know
you was
what? You know what, Jeremy, though? I hear a lot of those type of stories from like people that were teenagers in the 90s that seemed to be a thing back then with
it
grown
was. It
ass
was.
men and teenage girls. Like it seemed like, not saying that it didn't happen when we were grown, in our era or nothing like that. I just didn't hear a lot about it. You
Me
would hear
neither.
you would hear about it maybe once or twice, but not a lot. But when you talk to like your aunties and stuff, and older cousins that was probably in high school in the 90s and shit like that, they be like, "Oh, that happened a lot." Like I remember, I was
Scott,
like 15, and this
Especially
dude
with teachers sleeping
Scott,
with
I had three
students.
sisters. It happened a lot in my house. My
I
sister was
mean,
sticking out the window and had boys come over. Everything. I'm telling you, it happened a lot.
I just had no idea that these grown men were all drinking that Pedialyte. I didn't know what
It's
that was like.
normal. And then the girls who think the girls who want to date older boys, they're like, "Oh, he got
Yep.
money. He's a man. I don't deal with little
Yep.
boys." And you'd be like, "This man is not serious. He's just trying to use you for sex." But if the girl's
Child.
already sexually active, people are not going to protect this girl. They're going to be like, well, she's grown enough to go
Yep.
out there and let her do it. And you better
And
be
that's
done with the repercussions.
that's
So,
what happened with early pregnancy, these teen pregnancy. That's what happened in the 90s. It struck up because of that.
yeah, my school was a teen mom school. We had a whole
Yep.
whole wing for girls that used to bring their babies to school and bring them to the nursery and go to class. So
Exactly.
it was a lot of men that used to drive up to that school looking for
Hmm.
young girls because they just want to dominate and control them. But it's still
Exactly.
gonna make it right. Because these are men that, like you said, what's wrong with being with a girl your age? It's not like the girl don't. She looks good. She's young too, but you're looking at a 16 to 15-year-old girl.
But I'm
Yep.
saying all of that work you're taking grooming this girl and like getting her to like turn into, you know, this sexual objectification of such. Then like you could have spent all that time building your credit up to date your like a grown woman.
Oh
They
my
Like,
don't
God.
want grown women. That's the problem. They want little girls.
but
Right.
I'm saying then what is the draw for that? Because at first
Because
I thought y'all said it was the domination part.
because
Because
of
they're
the
naive.
because of
Because
their
they're
upbringing, because they have had a man in their life to know how to be with a woman or be with a girlfriend at that point, that they look at, okay, I don't have nobody but my mother. I'm growing up in the 90s. I see these dudes come up to the college or come up to the high school, pick up these girls. I got a nice ride. I'm selling dope, or I'm in college because the girl want a college boy because he got a car and all that. They don't have the same thing that, what I'm saying, that how people are raised, that they can say that, okay, yeah, it's wrong or right. No, they looking at, okay, I want to get some punani, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that's
Oh
where the
God,
girls
not that
come at
word.
but
and look
see,
at it like,
I think a lot of men that like to get with high school girls, they do it because just I think that was Amy J that said it. It's all about control and manipulation, and then they know that they are not even
that's
enough
what it
to do
was.
anything that they want them to do out of the strength of they're an elder. So they're not gonna be quick to say no to them. Where you got a woman that's probably their age that ain't gonna go for the bullshit that this 16, 17-year-old girl gonna put up with just because she can say she got a grown ass man that's her boyfriend with a car with a bunch of rims on and got a whole bunch
Mhm.
of money and selling drugs out the back seat. And it's really ridiculous, but that's how these men really be thinking. They'll go for anybody that they feel they can manipulate.
Yeah.
It's still going
Oh,
And then
on
you don't demand nothing. A grown woman's gonna be like, "Let's go. You gonna take me out?" Oh, she gonna ask for a vacation to the Bermuda or the islands or something. A little high school girl, you can take her to the movies and she think you balling.
now.
So
Exactly.
it's different because the only reason I know that because I was in school with these girls. They would be like, "Oh, girl, he bought me these sneakers. Those sneakers are about $100. That ain't no money." Oh, he
Exactly.
gonna take me to Six Flags. That's nothing. But
Oh, he
let them
gonna
not.
tell it. They was
first.
getting flued out. Let them tell it. They was getting flued out. And it really wasn't a lie. But this man gets to sleep with you and basically parade you around his friends as some dumb young girl full of whatever to
Hmm.
basically take advantage of.
So basically, they Cuda Cat was the same price as a Happy Meal.
Ah!
Basically, girl, they
Basically,
bring you
true
McDonald's.
fact.
They'll
True
be like,
fact.
girl, you got me McDonald's, girl. I ain't eating school lunch today.
Mm.
You
That's
know
all they
what?
getting.
You know what?
He gonna
On
take you
that
to
note,
Popeye.
we didn't hit the hour that I said I was gonna be up here on. First of all, I appreciate all y'all for coming up here. This was a good ass conversation that I did not want to end, but I gotta make my video for tomorrow because I gotta talk about Tammy Roman exposing the basketball wives and Shawnee O'Neal. I got to talk about that.
What?
Okay.
Yes, because she did a interview with Carlos King on his podcast that came out today, and
Yeah,
my ears were burning because it was a
yeah,
whole lot of tea she said she put out there.
Mm.
So
Can I
I got
yeah,
to talk about that.
can I
yeah.
say
Scott,
one
I
more
want to ask
thing
you just one
though?
question.
Huh? What you say, Jeremy?
I was like, can I say one more thing? And I'll
Yeah, go
dip
ahead.
out. I just wanted to really thank you for sharing my channel and things like that. And I really have been watching you like since I was in like high school. Now I know me and you are not necessarily far apart in age because like I'm 27, but I'm saying like I was watching you back then when you were Mr. Still Standing.
Oh God.
um
Ugh.
and like to see like that you've grown from that till now, and rebranding yourself into like give shout out to all of these other creators and including myself. I really appreciate it, and I really thank you for that, like humbly. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Oh, no problem. For the people that watch me, they know that this is something that I've always pretty much done. Like if I go and see somebody and I ran across their video for the first time and I like it and I like what they bringing, of course I'm gonna shout you out. And then after I shout you out a couple of times, I'm gonna work with your ass. That's just how that's just how I do stuff. And I watched your video that day. Like I said, it came across my homepage, and I'm like, you were talking about some Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff because that's what I was talking about that same day when I was making a video. And I looked and I said, I said, I ain't never heard of him before. Let me look at him. And I listened to what you were saying. And instantly, I think the video was about an hour long. And I sat there and I listened to like 30 minutes of it and subscribed and continued to watch it because I was enjoying it just that much. So I said, okay, I like him. So right after I was listening to you, I made that post and I shouted you out and all that stuff. So you really don't have to thank me for that at all. But I understand, like I understand all that. But when I see people that's doing their thing, and when I see people and I know they got something in them, I'm gonna always show them that love and respect, and that's just the type of person that I am. And number one, I you was watching me during Mrs. Still Standing days. That was a terrible time, child. Oh God, awful time. But and that's another thing. I'd be really surprised when I hear other content creators tell me they was watching me and shit, and I'm just like, me. It's so many other people you could be looking at. But you know what? I'm accepting the gratitude, Nikki D. I don't be thinking I'm that damn important. You know what I mean? Even when I shout people out and everybody thanks me, I'd be like, I'm not that important. But I understand it. So I appreciate the love, Jeremy, for real. And I'm just telling you right now, I'm gonna be asking you to come up a lot. Um, I do panels and shit. I love your insight, so you'll be up here a lot of times. I'm just telling
I
you that right.
appreciate I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right.
No
Scotty,
problem.
Okay.
Scotty, just in closing, I just wanted to say prayers to everyone in the chat who have children and they're going back to school. We're living in a crazy world now where it's just too much going on. So prayers to their children.
Present.
Prayers to have a safe and healthy school year. And prayers to everyone who leaves their home and goes to work every day. Because people are crazy now. It's crazy.
It is.
Because I live in Texas, and what's hot right now is that Uvalde shooting, and it's so much dirt coming out about these crooked politicians and stuff like this about failing them kids and that 77 minutes. It's like it's terrible because they said some of those kids could have been saved, but they left them in there to bleed out on the floor.
True facts.
Mm, mm, I'm gonna log out. Thank you, Scotty, for the discussion. It was good. Y'all have a nice
It
night.
was. Yeah, everybody, thank y'all for coming up once again. I appreciate it all. And I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and sign out so I can do this closing, child. Thank y'all once again, though.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you,
Scotty.
Scotty.
We love you. I appreciate you doing this topic
Good
because
night. Have a good weekend.
All right, no problem. Love you guys too. Thank you. And that was it, you guys. I definitely enjoyed this. Shout out to the people that came up to discuss this with me. Shout out to Jeremy Speaks TV. I definitely appreciate him coming up. I love his insight. Like I told you guys, I definitely enjoy him and his content and his insight. You'll be seeing him up here a whole lot because I just love his insight. He is insightful, like straight up. I love him. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the 70 people that joined and watched and gave their opinions in the chat and all that good stuff. So I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to get up off of here. I gotta make some graphics for this video that I'm about to do in a few minutes, and that video will be dropping tomorrow around noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. You guys tune in to see it, and that's about it, you guys. So I'm about to let you guys go, and I'm gonna leave you with a promo from Nova Cosmetics. All right, you guys, I'm out of here until the next one. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.